All right, so with that, this being our first video, it's really awkward. What we're going to try and do is go 1 minute on, 1 minute off. We've got squats, hip thrusts, lunges, crunches, and steps onto the chair. There's 3 different variables with each exercise. You want to try and aim to get as many of each exercise in as you can within the minute. The first round, we want to challenge yourself. If it's a matter of in 1 minute you get 10 squats or you get 20 squats, you want to try and get as many as you can. Then you have a minute rest, move on to the next thing, hip thrusts, lunges, crunches, and so on. So that should take you 10 minutes for the first round. In the second round, you want to aim to try and up yourself. Beat yourself by one exercise. If you got 10 squats or 20 squats, you want to try and get more in the second round. Third round, give yourself a minute and a half rest. So you'll go try do your minute on and try and get at least what you got in your first round. So we got 3 rounds. First round, set yourself a challenge. Second round, try and beat yourself. Beat what you've set in the first round. Third round, try and at least get what you got in the first round. 1 minute on, 1 minute rest. Move on to the next exercise. We'll go into a little bit of detail now about the exercises. Once again, this is awkward, so here we go. Right. So the first exercise is going to be squats. So for the beginner, just set yourself a benchmark, something like a chair that you can just guide yourself down onto. So just so you're not going too low, just touch and come back up. Touch and come back up. And that's probably the easiest way that you'll be able to get your head around that. If you want a little bit more of an advanced option, either put your hands in your head or come down to your side. Try and get down as low as you can. Really push the ground away. Allow yourself to come up. And go like that. If you want another option, a little bit of a heavier option. Just grab a kid and you want to go like this way.
Whoa.
Alright, so that's the sort of more advanced way of doing it.
Jeepers.
Thanks for your help. Now for the second exercise, we're going to do some hip thrusts. The beginner option,
you lay on the floor with both heels on a solid surface. And you want to just really try and push your hips up and squeeze through the back of your legs. A slightly more advanced way would be to do it with one leg and just rest your other leg down on the ground. You really want to try and drive up. Do 5 per side. And a more advanced option would be just on one leg.
The next exercise will be lunges. So the beginner lunge, just be trying to keep your chest up, just step forward, touch your knee on the ground. For a more advanced way of doing the lunge. We can either up the tempo by going a bit faster, doing a bit of a jump with it, or adding a twist. So bringing your elbow around as you do your lunge. And then for another sort of more advanced option, you can jump with a twist. So we'll be laying on our back, knees at a right angle. The beginner option will be just to bring yourself up, just stretch as far up as you can. Another more advanced way will be to try and get your elbows up to your knees. So. And then for a sort of really advanced sort of crunch, you want to try and get all the way up. The last one for our 5 workouts is going to be to step up onto the chair. So the beginner option for this one would just be to simply step up, step back down, step up, step back down. Then a more advanced option will be to jump off one leg. And then you can also grab a child, carry them, step up, step down, jump with the child if you want to risk it. So that's it. Just remember 1 minute on, 1 minute off. Try and get as many jumps in or squats, as many of the moves in as you can in 1 minute. Keep a record of that. Try and beat it in the second round, and then at least try to get it in the third round. And if you can do that, yeah, definitely keep a record of where you're at. It'd be great if we could kind of compare results and encourage one another to try and keep it a bit of fun and encourage movement and activity throughout this sort of strange time that we're in. Thanks for your time.